I would like to thank all the speakers. I just want to comment on this word beyond. We've talked a lot about food, but there's a couple of key points I want to bring forward. One is that when I look at many of the corporate sustainability plans, unlike the original definition of sustainability from the Brundtland Commission, we don't talk about the next generation. But think about it. In the next 25 years, we're going to add 4 million more people to this province. That's how long the farm show has been there, and I was there for the first farm show, so we're going to add 4 million more people. How are we going to do it on the existing land base? How are we going to do it, reducing greenhouse gases? How are we going to do it with higher land prices, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera? So the decision is not going to be just ours in the food industry. It's society at large. It's working with government. It's working with retail like Paul. And it's working with the public of Ontario, because at the end of the day, they have to believe, which is the case, that their food is safe, affordable. Our farmers are doing a great job, and they're getting fair return for labor and investment. But moving beyond food. Right now, if you fill up with gasoline, 4% of that's going to be from corn here in the province. Diesel's coming from soybean and rendered animal product. We've got succinic acid, we've got citric acid, we've got car parts. We think we have a great opportunity in cap and trade, and that's something we want to sit down with government and talk about, is how we can sequester carbon as well as producing food and be rewarded for some of the things that we do for the greater good of society. And so we have put that document beyond, and the other key reason is we have no idea what kinds of technology we're going to be using 25 years ago. Jim, if we had been talking about cell phones, internet, Twitter, YouTubes, all those kinds of things, they weren't even in our lexicon at that time. And I'm here to bet, I probably won't be there to see, but I'm here to bet that there will be a whole new set of technologies. And as was said by Scott, we need to evaluate these for economics, for ethics, and for fair return of labor and investment back to the farmer. So when we look at beyond, we're looking at that communication with society at large, working with many other sectors, and seizing some of the great opportunities we have for society in Ontario beyond just the food side of the equation. Though they are very important. You heard Robert, these are the people that purchase 65% of what we produce at the primary farm gate. Working and collaborating with them is one of the best ways to communicate. So I thank you all. We're going to open it up for questions. I would emphasize one of the key things I would say, the videos will be ready by next Thursday, and Kelly, you're here, I'm sure you're twittering out, and the website is up. It's on the back of your document, or it will be by just after this event. Kelly? It's up. Our website is now up and running. We're getting comments. Some people, when you're trying to make 48,000 people, 73,000 people, or 3 million people happy, it's very difficult to make them all happy. There will be people that will have concerns, and that's fair. That's what we're about. But we're going to listen. We're going to work with our community. The hard work begins now in adjusting and building on the plan, finding the dollars to do it, putting the resources in place, and getting that done. But that's a 5-year program, and we're going to be talking, and most importantly, listening, and adapting as we go forward.